My name's Shannon Remy, and I'm from Long Island, New York. When I was 18 years old, I ran away from home. I didn't tell my parents. I just left a note saying that I would be gone for a long time to pursue my dreams. I threw my phone away into the Long Island Sound so that way nobody could track me. And I took the train from New York to Chicago and Chicago to Los Angeles. I had these huge dreams of becoming a singer and a songwriter. I had my own idea on how to achieve those dreams, and I was so stubborn and so headstrong, I wouldn't have listened to anybody if they gave me any advice on how to do it. I had to do things my way, which ended up not being the right way. I thought that I would get to Hollywood and I'd be working on my music nonstop and things would just take off for me, and I thought I had it all figured out. But when I got off the train and I ended up in West Hollywood, I immediately fell into a rut. Right away, I was wrapped up in just hanging out with people I was meeting and not pursuing singing or songwriting whatsoever. I did manage to get an apartment of my own and also a job of my own in West Hollywood as a hostess at a restaurant. Before I knew it, though, I was just trying to make ends meet. I was living to pay my rent, and I didn't have time or energy or even the desire anymore to pursue my dreams. It's like something inside of me gave up. It was almost like I was ready to settle for less because my dreams seemed so far away and so unachievable. It was really hard. It was really stressful at some points. I didn't know how I was going to make it through, and I seriously considered just ending it all. Just forgetting about my dreams and ending my life completely. One of the best things I ever did was call my mom, and it took maybe 3 months of me living on my own, doing my own thing until I finally called her. And that was one of the best conversations I'd ever had with my mom. She just greeted me with open arms and love and kindness, and I was so surprised but so grateful at the same time because I was in a place that I just really needed to hear that. During that conversation, my mom told me, "Shannon, I've been getting mentorship from someone, and he's near you in California. His name's Sammy Malouf, and he's a Hollywood stuntman and a race car driver, and he's been helping me through some really tough times in my life. So I want you to give him a call." Thankfully, I listened to her advice because if I hadn't, I don't know where I would be right now. So I called Sammy and we had a really great conversation, and I made plans to go out and meet him at his race car shop. And when I got there, I didn't really know what to expect, but I knew that he knew the story of everything that happened between my parents and myself running away, and I was just waiting for that moment of when it was going to be addressed. So I just kept coming back to his shop during the week, and I would come on Sundays for church. And there was a point when we addressed it, and it was strange because I never thought that I was going to admit that I was wrong. But the truth of the matter was that I had hurt a lot of people along the way of me trying to get what I wanted out of life. And I didn't want to admit that at first, but it took probably all the humility that I had within me to even admit that there was a better way to do things, that I had done things the wrong way. And eventually I come to learn and find out that anything that you do in life with the wrong motives, you're not going to get your desired result. I had to fix everything that I'd done so far, and the first step to doing that was to go back home to New York and ask for forgiveness from my family. That was one of the hardest things I had to do. But I knew it was important. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to move forward until I did that. So I did. I did that. I went home to New York and I made amends with my family, and it got emotional at times. It got very real at times. But when it was all said and done, I got my family's blessing and their support to go back to California to pursue singing and songwriting. And that was like a moment that I never thought would actually happen. I didn't think that my family would ever be able to support that. I thought, my dreams were just so far out there that nobody would be able to believe in them or even believe in me. But I was wrong. And if I'd known that before, I would have never left home the way I did. So when I went back to California and visited Sammy again, I was faced with the realization that if I wanted to pursue my dreams of singing and songwriting, that I would have to leave behind the Hollywood life that I was living. All of the living for the moment and all of the frivolous things that just weren't producing anything good in my life, I had to leave it behind. And everything that felt good in the moment wasn't going to prepare me for the future. Because if I hadn't given up my lifestyle and what I was doing, I would have never gotten this song done. I would have never gotten to where I am now. Things are in order in my life, and there's no pain anymore. Ever since I got back from New York and made the decision to leave my old ways behind, I've been working on my music, which is what I wanted to do from the very start, but that dream got lost along the way. Being able to work with Sammy and Janine is like the greatest blessing of my life, because my entire journey before this, it was trying to figure things out on my own, and I was failing hard. But to have mentors that have the wisdom, because they've been through it, they've already lived many more years than I have, it's like, it's my shortcut to success. And to know that I have people that have my back and support me and believe in me all this way is how I was actually able to take that step of faith and to move forward pursuing my dreams. I thank God for protecting me along the way. I thank everybody that was praying for me to get into the right direction, because if it wasn't for them, and if it wasn't for everything they were doing, I wouldn't be where I am today. You have so many people that are right around you. They're right here. And as soon as you have those people around you and you know that they're cheering you on, that's enough motivation. You're not going to give up. You won't give up on your dreams. You won't give up on your life. You won't give up on you. You won't give up on your faith. You'll keep going because you've got that support. And the only way to fail is to give up. If you don't give up, you're going to make it. Shannon Remy does not condone anybody running away from home or throwing their phone away into the Long Island Sound. What I'm trying to say is that by trying to do things on my own, and by trying to isolate myself, and by trying to not tell anybody about my dreams or about my goals, it was like that was preventing me from achieving them. When you want to give up on yourself, if you don't have anyone in your corner, then you're probably just going to give up. But the truth of the matter is you're not alone. You have so many people that are right around you. They're right here. You don't even know it yet, but they're the ones that do believe in you. They're the ones that do support you. They're the ones that do love you. You just have to let them know what you're going through, or else you're never going to find out that you're not alone.
Your inner man makes your outer man strong. Your inner man does. Everyone's defeated from the inside out. You got to get to the point inside of you that you say, none of these things move me. Because when you talk to others about the challenge you have, it magnifies the problem, perpetuates you into being a victim. And slowly but surely, you're untying the knot at the end of the rope. And when there's no knot at the end of the rope, what are you going to do? Slip off. You got to put a knot in the end of the rope. And you have to hold on. And hold on. And hold on. Just wait. What does a waitress do? She serves. Meanwhile, the fastest way to get your blessings to come to you is serve others. What you make happen for somebody else, God makes happen for you.
Never give up, hold on. Never lose hope, stay strong. When you feel you're all alone, tie a knot in the end of your rope and hold on.